everybody.
Hello, hello.
Welcome back to Our Life is a Honeymoon. This is episode 10. We have officially hit the double digits. So
congrats to you.
Yeah, congrats to you too. This is very exciting. So today we're going to talk about the year ahead and how to give structure to the year ahead so that you're not feeling like life is just happening to you, but you actually get to be intentional about what happens in your life. So let's take it away.
Yeah.
All right. The universe brought us together.
That we know.
And together we want to share that story with you.
As well as all of the practices we do to keep our relationship thriving.
Because to us, it feels like our life is a honeymoon.
We want that same joy for all of you. I'm Tim.
I'm Amy, and this is our podcast.
All right, so planning the year ahead. This is something that is newer to me. Amy is an excellent planner.
Yes.
She really, I will say, spearheads the planning the year ahead. But since we've been together for 8 years, I feel like it's our thing now. But really, I will give credit to her.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Tim.
Yes. It really helps create clarity for the year. So it does not feel like life is just happening to you. It feels like it's happening for you, with you. It's really about the intentionality. I feel like that's a common theme in a lot of our episodes. Just being intentional with whatever the topic is. And right now it's planning the year ahead.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely. So ways that we plan ahead, and again, yes, we've talked about this in other episodes, but we are really adamant on our weekly calendar checks, which help us to know the week ahead. And sometimes when we do those weekly checks, we then move into, we look at the whole month ahead so that we, maybe there's events or things coming up in 3 weeks from now, but it helps for us to get in the right mindset and to energetically space our time and ourselves so that we're prepared for these events. But another thing that we do is our annual year ahead plan. And that could definitely incorporate some goals that we're working on. For the most part, it generally, we cover travel dates on this, but it really helps to just kind of let us know what's happening. So we always, in the beginning of the year, we just print out a generic annual calendar, just one page, and we map out all of the trips we like to do. For those of you that have never watched this before, we like to do little weekend or 3-day weekend trips to Disney. So we look at when are the special events, like our birthdays, Valentine's Day, anniversary. We map those out. And then I become really conscious. I think it's more my job than maybe yours, but like there's different seasons where my job can be really needing of me a lot. I work as a realtor, for those that don't know. And, there's certain months where I'm super busy, so we're not going to plan a vacation at that time. And there's, like, say, August, for example, both of our kids, it's their birthdays, our anniversary's coming right up, it's back to school. So, just being conscious of that, which I know a few years ago, I wasn't conscious of that. And then I'd be like, oh my gosh, why did I choose to launch this thing in my business when both kids have birthdays? And then I planned this trip for Tim and I for our it was just bonkers. So planning the year ahead has been super helpful to keep us grounded and paced correctly.
Yes. The thing on my end is I have a finite amount of PTO that I am given from the company I work for, which I'm so grateful for. So we look at the year ahead and kind of plot down the different PTO days used for this and kind of work with there's a 3-day weekend. I can add one PTO to make it a 4-day weekend and really become intentional and smart with the amount of days and that I am given. And so that really feels good to do that at the beginning of the year and also talk about family trips and where those realistically fit rather than, again, just letting it kind of fall by the wayside, just becoming intentional with, all right, these are the things that are important to us. This is important to me. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, let's make sure that we have a space for them in the calendar, that they're just not let's just shove this in some sloppy little space. Another thing, so my son Phoenix is a travel soccer player, which really takes a lot of time on a weekly, monthly, and annual basis. And so looking in the year ahead, when are his out of town soccer tournaments? Therefore, we're aiming to not have to go 4 hours away for a soccer tournament one weekend and then Disney the next. Like, we've really learned that in order for each of us to function at our highest level, we need a pause in between trips. We, in November, had some back-to-back weekends. And
back to back to back to back.
it was rough. And I think we have learned that that is not a successful tool for our relationship. We need a break and a reset before we can be our best to leave again.
Yes, it's like a battle between maximizing time and also taking care of ourselves, because sometimes everything fits in these slots, but then it backfires because we're not giving ourselves that rest.
Yeah, you might
just because it works doesn't mean it should work.
Yeah, you might have a blank weekend, but don't forget to plan restorative time.
Yeah,
because that also is super important to plot on the calendar.
And as far as our individual goals, this one is like an individual goal for both of us. We talked about burnout and just making sure we avoid burnout. Or I don't want. It's almost, I want to use the opposite of that. Like, create healthy energy.
Yeah. Better to use those terms.
Yeah, the positive form.
Absolutely.
And also for me, consistent self-care is something that, it's like when life is slow, it's easy for me to do it. But as soon as life starts to pick up, that's when I really start to, it has been in the past, to kind of let that go. And that's something I really need to focus on, even when it's slow, when it's busy. I work in an office, take breaks during the day, to walk around, move my body. It's really easy just to get glued to the computer and I get sucked into this like vortex of work. And so it feels really good to kind of declare like this like goal, this intention for the year, to really be consistent with my self-care. And also I just wanted to add, we talked about mindfulness training. That's something I want to add into this year as well.
Yeah, you mean like starting teaching?
Starting teaching mindfulness classes on Zoom or in person, or just kind of want to get that muscle back in action, since it's been it'll be about a year since I graduated.
Yeah, I would love to support you with that. Yeah, Tim, I'll take a pause and a little, I don't know if it's a shout out, but so Tim did complete his mindfulness meditation teaching program, and he has a real heart to teach it to men, which I think is an amazing niche and is really needed. So I will support you in any way possible, because I think men need to be offered more. Women, I feel like, are offered a lot of self-care and goddess, and we get it all, and men don't always get that. So I really love that. I love that vision.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. So for my own goals in 2026, I have my business plan and all my business goals. And so that's over here. That I've got no problem. But for personal goals, I need to learn, and I am learning, and I need to enforce more boundaries. I feel like I've actually done a really good job recently with this, but I am a people pleaser and get the job done kind of gal. And it has been hard for me in my career to set boundaries, and I seem to be always available and always on. And a couple months ago, I just really came to the realization that it's just not healthy. 14 years into this career, that it's not good for me. And so looking ahead into 2026, and I would love your support. And if you see me going south on this at all, to just, gentle reminders are helpful. But I want to really focus on putting me first. And that's even hard for me to say, because I'm so used to clients, I'm so used to kids, being a mom. You tend to focus on everybody else. And I feel like our relationship is so healthy. So it's not that I'm not giving you the same effort as everybody. It's so healthy. So I feel like I'm not lopsided and energetically in our relationship. No. But anyways, yeah, just setting clear boundaries and creating time for myself, which actually means putting it on the calendar and blocking it out as an appointment, because it's something that all my goals, my dreams, the things, the hobbies, the crafts that I want to do, they all go by the wayside. They never fit in. So I want to plot them on my calendar on a weekly basis, because I deserve the same time that everybody else gets. And I know if I am filling my own cup, I'm going to be a better mother, a better partner, and a better realtor. And, I did kind of implement this within the last few months, and my clients have responded beautifully. And I think probably a little bit even more respectfully. When I'm respecting myself, I'm getting that respect back. So I love it.
Very well said.
Oh, thank you.
Like
hon.
that's going to be one of our shorts.
Oh, you're so cute. I love that.
But
Thank
yeah,
you.
I really like how you kind of tied it in to, almost like the why, like the reason we're doing this, like looking at the year ahead, just not to get too much into it, but it just like there's so many benefits that by looking, like, all right, what caused me the most pain, and like, all right, let's work on that, because then it'll the next year. But anyway, for our couple goals, I wanted to mention a couple of those. This podcast is something that deserves a lot, like it requires a lot of time and energy, but we are both really excited about it, and it's something that is new-ish still, and so there's still like a lot to learn about it, and so that's exciting for us. And then we're always consistently prioritizing date nights. That's something we want to continue doing. We talked about that. More time together. I mean, I don't know how much we could spend more time together, but
I can think of ways, Tim. Just kidding.
And this one is important to me, as I said in our last episode, family time. That's something, whether it's our family locally or family across the states. And
Yeah, definitely. I feel like, especially as the kids have gotten older, my children are 16 and 19, and, rightfully so, as kids age, they want their independence. But, we used to, and even before we were together, I was like a big, like, let's play family games, like, really let's just be present with each other. And I think that's kind of fallen by the wayside a little. And I'd like to really see that come back. I know Star, my 19-year-old, she is coming back around, and she is actually requesting family game nights, which is music to my soul. And so just more of that. And another big thing that we're planning in 2026 for 2027 is our wedding.
yes,
It's very exciting. So we'll kind of bring you guys on that journey at a later date. But we are planning a February 2027 wedding in Walt Disney World.
very exciting.
It is super exciting. So as we get a little further in the planning, maybe we'll do an episode just on the wedding planning and
Yeah, that's a
the
good.
steps of
That's
it.
a good one.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of fun. Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah. So why does all of this matter? We are the architects of our lives. We have more power than we think. And, you could just sit back and say, life is happening to me and life sucks. And why is, when I hear people complaining like they had a bad year, I'm like, you had a few bad days in the, there's no such thing as a bad year. And if you are just, I don't really know anybody that it personally is doing this. They're just sitting around playing video games all day and, just, I almost said something inappropriate, but just goofing off. That's the proper word. That's the proper verbiage. Great things might not happen for you, but if you're intentional and you set these goals and you, work with the ebbs and flows of when your life is busy, it goes smoothly. Like we have a really good life. I hear so many people are like 2025, thank God it's over. I'm like, but it was so lovely.
Yeah, unless someone passed away
Of
that was
course,
close to you, and or like a lot of
1,000%.
terrible things happened. I mean, it's hard for us to really
Yes.
see a whole year as being bad.
Yes. If somebody you love has cancer, something really heavy,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I just want to touch on why this matters is for our relationship together, it creates less guesswork throughout the year. It really we just follow along what we plan. It's like we have this journey that we've created for the year ahead, and it's just a smooth, like, all right, now this is happening, now this is happening, and all the kind of a lot, like just for the example, this trip and the Christmas, and it felt like a lot of things were just kind of falling into place because we had planned them, because we had done the work, and it helps us support each other better. Like, all right, I know next month you have this going on, and then this is happening, and it's on the calendar. It's not going to surprise me. It just feels really good to always have it. It's just like comfort and safety of like these plans to like to continue the year. It's like a slow moving train in a way.
A healthy, not runaway train.
Yeah. And you can think that like planning all this is like really controlling and really like micromanaging, but it really, I feel like this, even just this 1 week vacation, it's like we've planned this and so much freedom has come from this 1 week that it's like the most freedom we've ever had.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And I just wanted to mention that it can seem to be like really, because I know there are some people that aren't as big planners, and this could feel like a lot to them, but as coming from someone that has been on the other side and been a little less organized, even like maybe, I feel like the last 10 years I've been a lot more organized, but in my 20s and before, just complete chaos. And so planning, it just feels so much better, it feels so much healthier, and creates a life that we actually want to be in.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well said, honey. I love it. Definitely. So we would like to know, when you are looking at your year ahead, how does it feel in your body? Does it feel exciting to plan ahead, or does it feel stressful?
Yeah,
overwhelming?
And like I was saying, for some people it does feel overwhelming. Just trying to get things. I feel like there's different personalities that become, I'm like type A people versus the other types.
I'm not good at that.
Like Amy is a very type A person. That's someone that's very planning and like, achieving and succeeding. And I wish I knew the other types, but I know that like for those types of people, it's like planning is like oxygen. And then there's other types where it's the reverse. And I know that, some of this could be triggering. And so that's why we're asking, when you think about planning the year ahead, how does it feel? Because it could feel terrible. And that's something to look into.
Yeah. I mean, we're not here to say that we're doing things the right way and other people are doing things the wrong way. And, maybe we could lighten up a little, honestly. But this is just something that works for us. And especially as a couple, it works for us in our relationship. Maybe for some couples, this probably works great. I mean, not being as planned. It could work great. And maybe as a single, it could work great because you don't have another person that is trying to live life with you at the same time.
And with children involved.
Yeah, and with children. Yeah, with kids. Like, it can get messy if you don't have a structure. Yeah, definitely. Okay, we're good?
Yeah.
Awesome. So we are going to jump into our happily ever after for today. And today we are going to play a game, Who is More Likely? So are you ready, Tim?
Yes.
I'm going to read the statement, and then we're just going to say your name or my name. Okay?
Easy.
These are easy?
It's going to be, I feel like, easy.
Okay. Who is more likely to say I love you? 1, 2, 3. Amy. Yes.
She's a lover.
So are you, but you're more of an I love you too. Though he was the first one in the relationship to say I love you on our first date. And it was inaudible. And I did not know if he said I love you. And I was really just in this moment of, God, every spotlight's on me. And I said, I love you too. And I just was like, dear God, please let that be what he said. And it was, so.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, that was you. Okay. Who is more likely to apologize first? 1, 2, 3. Tim. Yeah. Yeah, you are very, very, very good at apologizing. And that is maybe because you have more things to apologize for. I am totally kidding. That is a joke. Just kidding. No, I get to work on being a better apologizer. I feel sometimes something come up in me, and it's probably called pride, where apologizing feels very difficult. So that is something that,
You're a pretty good apologizer.
Well,
Sometimes you'll come to me when I feel like I can come to you first.
well, thank you. I appreciate that. It doesn't come easy to me. And I even see that sometimes with the kids. If we have a squabble, like they'll apologize first. And I think, I get so, why can't I be the one? And, we all have our shortcomings. And I just feel like that's something I could do better. Who is more likely to hold a grudge? Oh, that's okay. One, two, three. Amy. Not that I hold grudges. Maybe I've been wronged by a few people, but Tim is just so easygoing and loving and everybody's doing their best, which is very nice. And I appreciate that. But you don't hold any grudge whatsoever to any human on the planet, even when you probably could. So, yeah, you're a good guy.
Yeah, got a lot to learn from me.
Yes, I do.
That's why we're together. I have a lot to learn from you.
Oh, honey. Okay. Who is more likely to cry during a movie? 1, 2, 3.
Amy.
Yeah, I'm a little.
She'll cry with spots where you wouldn't even think you were supposed to cry there. It was
Would you stop that?
the thing hasn't happened yet, and it's like the tears start coming because
Yeah.
it's like she knows what might happen.
I'm a crier. I am a crier of happy things, sad things, all things. But I am pleased to announce he's a crier too.
I'll cry sometimes during a movie.
You are a crier.
All right. So I'll just real quick, I'll name a movie where we both cried a lot at. It was the movie called Here.
Oh, boy.
And we saw it in theaters. It wasn't a very popular movie, but I liked it because it's a concept that I thought of where they filmed it in one room and it went through the passage of time over like a 50-year period.
Of a house.
Yeah.
They filmed a house and a room and all the different families.
Yeah. And so it was just really, really powerful. And the ending, the movie ended, we were both in there crying.
I think we sat in the theater for a half hour sobbing.
Yeah. And so
Literally.
we
were crying for a long time.
highly recommend that movie, Here, Tom Hanks.
Yeah, that we should watch that. That was rough. Ooh, yeah. I love the movie Encanto because it really hits some sensitive pieces close to home. And I have been I don't spend a lot of time on TV, and I rarely watch movies. And I have been known to watch Encanto, cry like every once in a while. I'm like, I gotta get it out. I gotta watch Encanto. So sob like a baby, rewind to the last 20 minutes, which is where it really gets. Cry some more, rewind one more time, and. Yeah, but I'm a crier.
It's like a therapy thing for her.
It is a very healing movie. Watch Encanto. It's so good. But back to you. There is so much beauty in being with a man who can cry and show emotion. And it just is one of those things that makes me so in love with you. So
Thank you.
it's a beautiful quality, honey. You're welcome. Okay, last one. Are you ready? Who is more likely to need reassurance? Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Amy. Yeah, I think it's me. Yeah, I don't really want to say much about it. You can if you want to.
No.
Yeah.
That's fine. We've talked a lot on those.
Yeah, I just need to know I'm loved from time to time.
And you are.
I know. You are too. You are too. All right. Well, thank you for joining us for our double-digit episode.
Yeah.
It's a real breakthrough.
Yeah, number 10.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much. You can listen to our podcast on YouTube and also watch us on YouTube and anywhere else you get your podcasts.
Yeah, absolutely. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Our Life is a Honeymoon Official.
And if you hear anything that's resonated with you, we'd like to hear from you. You can message us on Instagram or Facebook. Amy manages all that, and I also am in charge of the email at ourlifeisahoneymoonofficial@gmail.com.
Yeah.
You can also comment on YouTube or Spotify. It's a lot to keep track of.
Yeah.
But also message us on social media, like I said.
Yeah. Any way you can figure out how to reach us, please do, because we would love to hear from you. And if you are interested in supporting our podcast, well, we would love it, please, if you would subscribe to our YouTube channel. We look almost daily at our numbers, so it would really mean a lot. You can also like our YouTube episodes. You could what can they do,
They
honey?
can review us on Apple Podcasts. So Apple Podcasts, there's a spot to write a little review. You can 5 stars, and we already read one review a couple episodes ago from our friend Justin. Thank you, Justin, again for that review. Currently, you're the best reviewer.
The only reviewer.
And 5 stars on Spotify. They also give you a spot to rate the podcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, so the last way to support would be to buy us a digital Mickey pretzel at buymeacoffee.com/ourlifeisahoneymoon. And the link for that is in the show notes.
Yes, and that helps to support this podcast because it does cost us money to put this out. And so we would love your support.
Yes. So, all right. Well, thanks again.
Yeah.
The episode number 10 in the books.
All right.
And I'm excited.
Yeah,
Here we
me
go.
too.
On to
Good
bigger
job,
and better.
honey.
Yeah.
Woo! All right.
Ah, for the cats. Dance, dance, dance.